This is the Cranberry Wilderness. Come along with me on a hike that starts just off the Scenic Highway. We'll go along the Kennison Mountain Trail, drop down, cross the Cranberry River, set up camp along its banks, and hopefully catch a few trout before we hike back up the Fisherman's Trail, finishing up our hike at Summit Lake. Alright, here we go, starting off the Kennison Mountain Trail, and the forest floor is alive. There's just bugs everywhere. Alright, so far the trail is pretty wet. We had a pretty good rain last night. Now this hike today, I'm using it to prepare myself for a hike I got coming up next month in June. I'm going to the Adirondacks and hiking to the top of a few different peaks, one of them being Mount Marcy, the highest in the state of New York. I'm trying to get my pack weight down, get it to be manageable so that I can fly and go do that hike. Oh, and looky here, coming up to our first little creek crossing. Look how brown, tea-colored this water is. Yummy. Man, it's pretty flooded. Pretty wet trail up here today. And pretty tall grass, so be prepared for that. It's like this creek just comes out of nowhere. Oh, and then it gets flooded again. Oh yeah. Wet trail. Oh, we came to a crossing for Cow Pasture Trail and the South Fork Trail. This trail's just turned into a little creek. Alright, we just found this little guy dead on the trail, but look how blue. That's so cool. Still climbing to the ridgeline. Got a little peek of a view out through there, but not much. Looks like somebody's lean-to shelter. Must have slept under there for the night.
We go on a hunt for a flying squirrel.
That would be cool too. Alright, so it's just sitting here chilling on our water break and found this little guy chilling too. Oh, we got his backside. I find their shells all the time, but very rarely do I find them alive. Just picking you up for a second, big guy. And then we'll put you back down. He's just shriveling away. I'm sorry. We'll put you back. There you go, buddy. See you later, Gary. Nice to meet you. Alright, let's get my pack back on. Oh, I do got like 2 bars of 5G. I'll look on maps real quick. It says we're definitely directly across, like right over this, and then down is the Cranberry Bogs Boardwalk. Google Maps calls it Cranberry Bogs, and it's actually Cranberry Glades Boardwalk. Fallout 76 calls it Cranberry Bogs.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, that's Fallout 76?
Somebody's went on there and changed it. They're like, Cranberry Glades, that's not what it's called. Fallout taught me that it's Cranberry Bogs. Oh, here we go. We just got here. We're gonna go this way. We're not going to the Frosty Gap. Then we got to this part. I love it when the trail up here, environment up here turns into this mossy stuff. Pine trees and moss. Well, I'm so glad I got these new limbs boots. I mean, they might as well call this Kennison Mountain Creek Trail. I was worried that there wasn't going to be any water on this since we were along the ridgeline the whole way. And this is straight up a freaking stream. Look at all that down there. Yeah, good flowing water to filter. Oh yeah, if I'd have had my normal pair of shoes on for this, my feet would already be soaked. Now after all this walking through water and all this water crossings, here's the only bridge. What's up, Park Service?
Nice of them.
Oh, after all these creek crossings we've been through, here's another boardwalk. Nice little boardwalk. Look at this. There's pretty deep holes in there.
Floating bridge.
It is somewhat a little floating there. I mean, I know that's not good for the animal life that's in this creek, this T, but man, it's pretty. Cannon Creek. Dang, actually, I didn't realize this boardwalk keeps going all the way down through here. We're in some kind of bog because this is all water. Well, note to self. There is plenty of water on the Kennison Mountain Trail that you don't need to carry a bunch of water. That thing's a little slick. Back to trail. Oh, this is all sand through here. Oh, shit. Oh.
Fickle sticks.
Quicksand. Looks are deceiving, people. You gotta watch that stuff. Ugh. On the climb. Now we've gotten into this nice little rhododendron thicket. I mean, both sides of us is super thick. It's the way I like it. Oh man. Yeah, we definitely got weight on this one, boy. Whoa! You can literally see the water pulsing out of this crack in the ground. The sun's just blasting right on it. That's cool as shit.
Shiitake mushrooms.
That's where this creek starts, is down in this hole. Literally just flowing out of the earth. Yep. This is deep as
Fort.
deep. Oh my god, it's so deep. Alright. Gotta assess this one real quick. I think my best bet's gonna be the left side. Use your pole as I'm not going in that, dude. It's like, it's so tan, it's red. It's like blood, almost blood red, especially my sunglasses. Kind of need, like, kind of don't trust anything right here. Is this a loose log? Let's see if I can get this without falling in. Oh god. About lost my trekking pole. It just kept sinking. Alright. Oh no!
Fork.
Look.
Dang it.
I really just wanted this to sit on this, and now I can't grab it.
Fudge.
Am I stuck? My camera's stuck? Okay. There's really no, it's hard to find a solid place for your trekking pole that doesn't start just disappearing into the moss. Woo! This is super slick.
How was that? Did you step on that log?
You could step on it, it sinks down, but I mean your boot's not. Yeah. Use your pole as. Yeah. And that stuff was good over there. That is so deep. I accidentally kicked water all up the back of my pants. The way this looks, I'm pretty sure this is like natural springs. Ooh! So coming up on 3 miles and you get back into this beautiful mossy forest. Pretty wet in here. Now I love camping in this forest, but it's hard to find a nice spot because of this moss where you don't sink down and stuff. You can't set your tent up if you got to stake it out because the stakes just disappear into the moss and keep going forever. Man, this is so cool. Thank you to whoever made this nice little walkway. I don't know if this camera can pick them up or not. But man, we had to put on our skeeter nets because these little gnats are getting ferocious. But now we're moving on with our nets on. And these things are a lifesaver. Now they're not flying in my ears or my eyes. Hear those trees squeaking? Look, here's another poop. Another hairball poop. Another one. And another one. Something is just eating all kinds of critters on this trail and then pooping out their hair. Oh man, look at this nice boardwalk. Dang, it's elevated. This is pretty cool. It's a good ways up here too. Whoa. See, that's why you don't walk off trail, people. You end up with big old holes like that. Big old cracks that just go way down through there. That's some big rocks, ain't it? There could be caves right here. This is another thing I did not expect up here. I just figured it would have been just a nice little ridgeline hike, and it's turned into an adventure. Turn this onto a time lapse. Damn, that's just flowing out right here.
Mm-hmm.
2 places, 3 places. Like the tree of life right here. It's all flowing out from underneath it. But that's a mosquito cesspool right there, and I can see them all flying around my head. It does feel good to finally beat the mosquitoes. Now the question is, which way we go? I don't even see a trail marker anymore. Alright, yeah, it says that what we're standing on right here is the House Log Trail, and the Kennison Mountain Trail keeps going around this pine right here up through this little area, but I don't even see a footpath going up through here. Oh, here it is. Alright, we're back on it now. We're at 7.34 miles. We only got like less than 2 miles to go. And as you can see, the trail kind of isn't maintained at this point. The other end it's maintained, probably because people go out and back, but this side is not maintained, and I'm getting hung up on my tripod. Oh, there we go. Yeah, a lot of tall grass, a lot of down trees, a lot of branches hanging out in the way. That's a cool little overhanging rock. Be a nice place for seek shelter if it's raining. Yep. That's what I thought a few minutes ago, that felt like they were starting to bite a little bit. Bite my hands a little bit. Wow. Dude, it looks like a face in this rock almost. It's got a big lower jaw. Underbite. Nice little area up through there. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, so we're almost to the final stretch to where we're camping. And we're on top of this little flattened off peak right here. This is the second of 2 that we just climbed, and then we're going to drop down to the river. Very excited for this downhill to the river. Oh no, we done got crisscrossed applesauce. Hopefully we can get around to the left here. Bushwhacking. Oh goodness. I got around that. Oh, let me see where we're at. We're at about 8 miles. We're on the downhill going down to the river. Somebody hiked this big old heavy duty culvert up here. Whoops, I didn't mean to stink my toe in the mud, but it happens. Looks like there's a trail that goes that way, but the markers go this way. Let's see if this is where we're supposed to cross. Oh, that's log jammed up like over there. Everything's channeled down. We're gonna go down there and look. I'll double check my map to make sure this is where. No, this ain't it. We need to keep going upstream. At least according to the map, it says cross upstream. River's definitely up. It's a gnarly little hole in there. Saying we're almost to the crossing. Actually, it just updated and said we're past it. So at this point, we just gotta find us a place to cross. So we walked upstream, but you can see it from here. The shelter's through the trees way over there, but there's people camping there with horses. And so we're moving on. Look at this cool looking thing. Trying to find a way to cross, and it doesn't look like there's one right here. That looks too deep. I mean,
You probably could, but it might get up there.
definitely over your knees. Definitely not crossing in that. This was the river at one time. It goes that way. I mean, I don't know. I'm down to keep walking. I just don't know if we should veer off or keep trying to stay along the edge, but I feel like we'll get cornered off. We can walk over here and see. No bugs bothering you anymore? Yeah, I'm not seeing them either. There's a campsite right here. I don't know where the fuck they slept. Let's say it's hammocking. I mean, that's the road right there. Maybe if we get down there, like right before that log jam, or even at that log jam. All right, now becomes the bushwhacking part of this. I think backtrack just a hair and go over. All right, so we're turning back around and going back up to where we originally came down the mountain at, and we're gonna cross right there, just wait it, because we were walking down here, and I got over there and a freaking copperhead was curled up and striked at me. I didn't have my camera on. So we're gonna turn around and go back because this seems to be a copperhead hole. So now I gotta keep my eyes out. Yeah, I'm going back through this right here. Dude, he was so camouflaged.
Yeah, dude, that's what.
So camouflaged, and I just thankfully was curled up and I could tell the difference. But dang, that was scary. Ooh, he lunged out at me. You gotta be careful with those suckers out here. I forgot to bring my snake bite kit. All right, so we decided we're gonna cross right here. I just changed into my sandals, and hopefully we don't fall and
Shiitake mushrooms.
lose ourselves in the cranberry. So for those of you watching at home, say a little prayer. Oh, it's quite chilly, but it feels good on my achy feet. Oh, woo. All right, trying to keep 3 points of contact, or 2 points, I guess, and not slip on these slick rocks. I mean, it should be waterproof and okay, but just in case. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
I don't know about it. Got it?
Yeah, it's getting shallower. This is just the hardest pushing part. Take your time, go slow. Ah,
Fickle sticks.
oh wow. Dude, the bottom of this bag was in the water. Everything inside is dry. Holy cow. I was so worried right there at the end. I started filling the bag. Oh man. Goodness gracious. That was pretty intense. Oh my goodness. There for a second, I thought we were getting washed away. I'm glad we made it. I literally just got through saying I've never seen a Kennison Mountain Trail sign over here, and there it is.
So me and Nick are continuing on down the road, and I didn't manage to get it on camera because it happened like literally right after I turned my camera off from this, but we met up with our pal Jake, and there you can see him right there. He actually had seen an open campsite, so he's leading us over there to it.
Now this way, crossing the river here is way easier than what we did earlier. That was way easier. Hey, there's plenty of space. That's all that matters. All right, home sweet home.
All right, let's just sit back, relax, and watch this time lapse of us setting up camp and trying to get a little food in our bellies. Get that fire going real good. Now it's getting dark. We're gonna have to switch it up, go into night mode. All right, now we're gonna go to bed, and bam, it's morning. The river has dropped. Now let's break down camp, get everything packed up. Now Jake had went out. He had went out turkey hunting. He had just got back. Now he's gonna enjoy a little breakfast while we finish packing up our stuff. After we get our stuff packed up, then we'll hit the road.
All right, got our campfire cleaned up and put out. Everything's packed up and ready to go. Nick's good, Jake's good. We're gonna walk downstream, check it out.
Now these boys are gonna try their hand at fishing. Let's see what they can do. Maybe they'll surprise us.
Oh, Nick just got him one.
Nice fish, Nick. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, he's going crazy.
We got him turned over and he swam away. We're good. He was just laying there upside down for a second. I was like, no. But he's alive. He swam away, folks.
Yep, you got your bait. All's well.
What are you up to me?
Number 2.
Oh yeah, see you later, bud. Look at that, boys.
Number 2. Oh, he followed it for a second. He moved from his spot. You can hop down on this rock. That second bite you got was that boulder right there with the swirl behind it. So these boys are still fishing, finishing up their fishing. I'm gonna go ahead, switch into my sandals because we gotta cross this creek again. Get my sandals out of my pack. All right. Oh, I think I hear the horse and buggy coming. My man's hauling firewood. Cranberry Adventures, in case you're wondering. That's that guy right there. And he will haul you and your gear up here into the Cranberry and set you up for a few days if that's what you like. Check it out. All right, let's get these.
Got that good water handy.
All right, we got our sandals on. We're ready to cross this river, and we'll see you there.
Yeah, guys, the trip's starting to work now. You go and start up the mountain.
Oh, I know.
No, we're good. We got water.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
I think this sign up here's our crossing. It's right there. There's the blue diamond over there on that tree. No, there's no way.
I think you reckon it is.
Deep enough that it's going to swoop you away once your pack goes under. Because I still can't even see the bottom in the middle.
No.
And that's got to be over 4 feet right here, this big rock.
Yep. Not worth the chance, is it?
No. Not to get swept into that jumbled mess. All right, looks like Jake's going for it. So we're gonna go for it. This is the sketch part. All right. Oh!
Fudge.
Woo!
Made it, boys.
Oh God, I definitely fell in.
That's all. Did you?
Yeah. Hey, there's a really nice campsite right here. A lot of space if y'all want to move up to there. I don't know if y'all want to or not, but I just didn't want to set my pack down here and end up getting it more wet than what it is. All right, we got dried off real quick, had a pit stop at that campsite, recollect ourselves, and now we're moving on. We got to climb this mountain, get back up to Summit Lake. That's where we left my Jeep. Babbling brooks. Water on all sides of us.
Water everywhere.
That's horse hooves.
Huh? Yeah.
Somebody done brought their horse down through here. That's gnarly. .7 miles to go. 0.7 and 505-foot climb. Oh, you all right?
Yep.
All right, here we are in the final stretch. 150 feet climb right here and 0.2 miles to get back to the vehicles. Jake just informed me that up there where Nick's at, I'm falling behind a little bit, but he sees the light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost back to Jake's truck. And then he'll give us a little lift down the hill to my Jeep. Oh, goodness. Now, Fisherman's Trail would be fun going down, but it is not too fun coming up this. Look at me moving this truck with my trekking pole. Got one shelter and a picnic table. And there's like a fire pit way over here. Just a good old boy. Doesn't mean no harm. 9:43.
What the?
What? What'd he say?
There's a big old tree in the road.
What?
You got a chainsaw?
Holy cow. Well, trying to see if you can take out 9/7. Yes, I think that's what it was. 9:43. I can pull it up. Not on that road. That one dead. That one right back here dead ends. All right. Well, only thing I can say is I'll walk back down there and go see if somebody around the lake has a chainsaw, or at least try and get cell phone service. I mean, because that's the best thing I can come up with. You can't go anywhere else. At least maybe the campground attendant can get a hold of Park Service. They got radios. So, I mean, that's definitely our best bet. I don't think anybody's going to tow it. And I don't think anybody's going to, I mean, those ladies can't get out. So, why couldn't it have been just a little bit taller? Because he could have almost got under it. Must have been really windy up here last night. Well, somebody just recently cut this one. Alright, so we finally got a little bit of cell phone service. Jake got in touch with 911. They're getting in touch with Park Service or somebody else to come up here and hopefully cut that tree out so Jake can get out of here. But in the meantime, we're continuing our walk down to my car. And then we'll just hang out here with Jake until whoever's showing up to cut this tree down shows up and cuts that tree down. That's where we're at. We thought the adventure was over, but man, it's far from it. Jake and Nick are waiting back there at the bottom of the road where the tree's down on. And I just walked a few hundred yards up here to where my Jeep was in the parking lot. So I'm gonna get my Jeep and then I'm gonna pull back down there and wait with them until somebody arrives to clean up that mess. All right, we'll see you then. All right, I'm back at my Jeep. Now we gotta go and sit with them. Does he not need us to stay here anymore?
No.
All right.
He said once they come.
Alright, well, it looks like Richwood Fire Department came to Jake's rescue. He's getting to ride shotgun in the fire truck, in the little truck. They brought the big truck up here too. So hopefully he gets out soon. I just dropped Nick off at his truck. So that means the trip is officially over. Now I can head on home. It was a good trip. Good trip. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do it all.